Hello and welcome to day one again. This video is going to be giving you some information about who I am and why I do what I do. So I was born in Lake City, Florida. We won't go what year it was, but I was born there and we lived there until my freshman year of high school, which then we moved to North Carolina and I went to school my sophomore year of high school there. And then my family decided to move to Port Charlotte, Florida after that. And while I was going to high school, that's when I met my husband in 96. And then in 98, we got married. And in 2000, I had my son. And during the course of him being little and everything, I decided to go into childcare. And I really enjoyed working with the kids, teaching them, learning. I think I learned more from them than they learned from me from time to time. And I worked and did my own family childcare with my son. I think I started about when he was 3 years old. I worked a couple of years doing my own family childcare, and then I decided we were going to renovate our house, so it would be best and safer for me to work in childcare centers. So I worked in a couple of different childcare centers in the Port Charlotte area and Punta Gorda and really enjoyed it. And then there was a time in my life where my husband at the time and myself went our separate ways. It was best to do that at that time, and that was about in 2009. I was still working in the childcare centers and enjoyed working at this one particular one. And while I was working at that one, I became a director of that childcare center and bought my first home all by myself. And that is where I'm at today, is in the home that I bought, and was able to provide for my son at the time. And then a couple of years before he graduated from high school, I decided to do family childcare, open my own, and the house was big enough for me to do that and has enough space. Sometimes I wonder where I can put any more of the items that I do have, but I really enjoy it. And during the process of my son's life, I found out when he was young that he had a high functioning autism. If you're not familiar with this particular disability, there's different varying degrees of autism. You have high functioning, which they're able to pretty much function on their own. My son can cook his own food, do his own laundry, go to the grocery store. There is a couple of things that he might get overly irritated about, but we've worked through those between speech therapy and occupational therapy. And going through the process and having a child with a disability, you see that there's not enough services. These kids are not getting enough therapies early enough. So my goal going forward in my childcare venture and my why is to be able to bring those services to the kids sooner, and being able to assess them and work as a team with their family and get their family on board and completely work with them, and don't, so that they feel that they're not being attacked or no one's on their side. So I think it's really important, especially since I've experienced it with my own son, because my goal was not to, oh, he has a disability, it's okay to not teach him how to read. It's okay to not do this. It's okay to not do that. And that's, in my eyes, that's not okay. These kids can do these things. We just have to believe in them and give them the right tools and the right tools to make it happen. So that is truly my why as to why I do childcare. And I hope that you also have the same hopes and desires. Thanks.